Welcome, welcome, welcome. What a gorgeous day. Welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot. The sun is shining bright. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. How you feeling, Aries? How are you guys feeling? What's going on? Oh, I love when the day is like this. Not too hot, not too cool. The sun is shining. It's so uplifting. Oh, before we begin, let's get all negative energy out of our space. We don't play with negative energy. We don't want it in our realm. You know what I mean? We don't have time for it because all it does is try to bring us down, and we not about that. We're inspired to rise. Rising is lifting up, not tearing down. So, but we do share things good and bad. So if it's not always going to be good stuff, it's what reality is. Okay? So let us look forward to this after we inhale, exhale. Okay, twice, and then we shake it off. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then shake it off. Shake it off. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Let me twist this a little. It's so beautiful. I'm going to dive into angels. Ooh, angels all around. Let's see what's going on. Angels all around. When you come in here, remember, you don't have any negativity with you. I'm feeling people are letting things go, and that's good. That's good. So speak to us, spirits, on behalf of our wonderful Aries. Help them to recognize signs that are meant for them. Help them to gain the knowledge that's necessary to move forward and overcome. Help them to listen to their intuition. A lot of times your intuition is speaking to you and you don't listen. You don't grasp the message and you miss out on it. Pay attention to your intuition. That's coming from you. That's inside of you. That's embedded in you. And if you can't listen to yourself, how are you going to listen to anybody else? Pay attention to what your intuition is telling you and decipher the message. That's really important. Spirit, speak to us. Yes. So what plans y'all have coming up? What's going on? Oh, that was beautiful. What is going on? So many changes going on in this world right now. Oh, stay safe. Stay protected. Be aware of your surroundings. Always be aware of your surroundings. Great things on the way. Yes. Talk to us, angels. Help us to gain clarity from your message. Balance. Balance. Now, you all know, especially Aries, I think you had another message with balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. See, when things are starting to fall into place, you're getting more in tune with yourself. You start recognizing things more clearly. You start gaining that experience because you know what you've been through and you know that you are continuing to rise. You know that there's been a back and forth in your life and you're trying to figure things out. And what better time is earlier in the year prior to the 6 month mark, because then you know the next 6 months, 7 months, whatever the time frame, you know that you are forging forward to achieve certain things. And I always ask people to check their checklists in their box from early in the year because you know a lot of people make plans from December about how they're going to proceed in the year coming. And Aries, you have been jotting down information. Just keep crossing out what you've already accomplished and how far you still need to go. Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't have to do everything all at once, but you just want to see if you're on track to continue moving forward because full speed ahead, but with balance. Balance in your life. Not too much here, not too much there. If you don't balance your life, you know what that's like? Pouring a whole bunch of salt on your food and eating it. You get that, ugh, right? So when you balance it out, you put in moderation, put a little here, you do this with moderation, you do that, and it becomes balanced, so you don't have to have that bitter taste in your mouth, that awful taste in your mouth, because you know that you're going to this point. These are the steps that you're taking to get there. And every day you're going to do a little of this, a little of that, as you continue to creep forward, crawl forward, run forward, jump forward, leap forward. Just make it happen. Clear your vibes. Thank you, angels, for clearing my energy field. You clearing your energy. And that's important, because we do that every time we have a reading. Clearing your energy and making sure that you're open to receiving positive vibes. You see, that's why I tell you it's important to clear your energy, clear your space. I do it over here for us, but you got to do it too on your side, so that we can intertwine and become as one and block out any negative energy. That's real important. Angels, continue to speak to us as we draw near to listening to the messages you provide. Okay. Clear your vibes. Balance in your life, Aries. Clear your vibes. Embrace balance. Don't do too much every minute of the day. You got to breathe. You got to listen out for the messages. Okay. Talk. Mistakes. Afraid. Okay. Talking keeps your relationship alive. Oh, do you know how many times I tell you guys about communication? Communication should be the language of the world. How we speak to one another, how we say how we feel. You know, the words that come out of our mouths, if it can resonate with you or connect with someone else. I remember I used to work at this gift shop, right? And there were people that come in from different countries. And in school, I was, in high school, it was like you always had to, in our Spanish class, and I had to take this Spanish teacher for 1 and 2 as far as being assigned to his class. So first period, and I had him again for third period. I really wanted to learn Spanish, at least to communicate, especially when the people come in the store. So I took that class. And a lot of times people talk, but other people don't listen. They think they're listening, but they're not. Like say I'm telling my husband, and we're watching the playoffs. Say I tell him something about, oh, Jeremy had an issue with such and such, and you see him nod his head. You don't know what I said. You have no idea what I said. I said, I said, oh, I'm going to change and be butt naked right now. And he said, okay. I'm like, stop it. You are not listening to me. Who wants somebody that's talking in their ear during the game? Nobody. He's like, wait for commercial. And you're still not going to listen, because you're going to think about the shots that were missed, who's playing hard, who's not. Talk. It keeps relationships alive when you talk to one another, but as well as when you talk to one another. How do you communicate with your partner? Do you always interrupt them when you see them preoccupied with something else, and then get upset if they're not 100% focused on what you have to say? Unless it's a 911 emergency, stop. Either wait till the commercial break and still not going to get full attention, or wait till after the game, or speak to them before the game. Why during the game? And your partner should be comfortable expressing that to you without you getting upset. If it's not an emergency, can it wait for a bit? Communication is key, and how we speak to one another, what our love language is, how we share our feelings and our emotions, and when we do it. And that's something you have to pinpoint. You have to say, you know what? My husband is not going to be able to communicate with me well because he's all into the game right now. Plus he might even be drinking a beer. you know, you're not going to get that 100% focus, but you're so upset and adamant that you need to convey your message right now. It dampens the relationship because the communication is lacking. The time frame for communication is lacking. Respect one another and what you're doing at the moment, and don't get upset if your partner, because this is all part of the angel love realm. So this is a love card, okay? You see the beautiful hearts on it? This is a love card. So think before reacting, think before communicating, and make sure it's the right time so your message could be heard and you could get your point across, and you have someone listening, actively listening to what you have to communicate, what you are talking and saying. That's important. As well as there are mistakes. Mistakes. We all make mistakes. And this is true. I mean, who hasn't made a mistake? Let them cast the first stone. We all make mistakes. And we have to be more accepting and humble in the sense that, look at the things that happen. It's so sad, when you think of the little boy 16-year-old who went to pick up his siblings. He made a mistake in going to the wrong house. And it almost cost him his life. But it was a mistake. It wasn't intentional. The cheerleaders who just pulled the door handle because of the fact that they didn't realize, sometimes you're talking and you're laughing and, you pull a door handle. They don't deserve what happened to them. Should this be cause for them to get shot at? Come on. I was thinking to myself, and my daughter was like, she looked at me, and there was a time we went to the bank, and my daughter's car is white. So it's like, there were like 4 white cars towards the front by the bank. So I'm looking, and I thought I pulled her door, and I ended up pulling the door of somebody else. And she's like, Mom, and I'm like, oh, okay. And sorry and stuff like that. And the man winded down his window, and I said, I apologize, I'm sorry, wrong car. He said, no problem. But in that same instance, somebody who did the same thing was shot at. Where did humanity go? What is going on in this world right now? This is crazy. So be careful. Mistakes, humans make mistakes. And if it's something that's normal, like, some people, and you see everybody's becoming conscious of things. My daughter said to me, she said, Mom, she said, I was doing a U-turn and turned around, and I almost went into somebody's driveway just to turn around and back out. And I thought of that lady with her friend, and just a quick turnaround, she lost her life. Aries, continue to focus on what is important to you. Continue to be aware, especially in love. We all make mistakes. If you make a mistake, own up to it and apologize. Talk to your partner. Clear your vibe so there's no animosity or issues. And seek that balance. Because sometimes when your plate is so full and you haven't cleared it and everything is piling up, you sometimes might forget things. You sometimes might make a mistake. Anything could happen at any time. That's why you become more aware. You listen and follow your intuition, because your intuition is there for a reason, even if it's just to gain clarity. and understanding. It's a pull that you get. You know that pull where it makes you think, hmm, hmm. You think about stuff. Just be careful with how you proceed forward. Always look around your environment. Pay attention. It was something so lighthearted to just, you pull the doorknob and thinking it's your car and it's not. I think I've done that like twice. I remember my mom did that. I know people that have done that. It's a mistake. It was by accident. Probably because we weren't paying attention, or in my case, they were all white cars. I couldn't see anything distinctive to say, oh, that's definitely my daughter's car. We learn from our experiences and we grow. Because look at that, how my daughter said she almost turned in the driveway and decided not to. She just backed up more and turned straight and kept going. Had she gone in the driveway, who knows? Nowadays, who knows? We have to be so much more aware of things. Don't take things for granted. If somebody is with you, make sure that they have good intentions. Make sure that you listen to other people and hear their perspective of things, so you don't make a mistake of doing something that you did that you didn't remember you were told, well, not told, but asked not to do. And yet you did it. You know, um, like I don't like ice in my water. I like cold water, but I don't like ice in it. Or I also drink a lot more of the room temperature water. And a lot of times when those things happen, I tell my daughter, I said, please, please do not put ice in my water. And then when she was coming, she said, Mom, I'm bringing you a glass of water. I said, okay. I said, I'm not going to say anything because she says, I nag because there's always something wrong when she does it. So I said, okay, kids, right? So I said, okay. She comes upstairs with my water and she had ice in it. And I didn't say anything. I said, thank you. And then she looked down and she realized, and she grabbed one of the spoons that I had in a plastic thing and she took out the ice and brought it to me. And I started laughing. She said, I did not want to hear you and I wanted to make sure it was right. I said, I am very appreciative that you brought me the water with no ice. Thank you. And you laugh because sometimes she forgot, but she didn't do it on purpose. It was a mistake and she didn't think right away about it. But after she thought about it, she took the ice out. That was a little memory lapse. But to think that people are losing their lives for minor things, minor infractions, without intent to harm or do wrong by anybody. We have to be able to communicate, to talk to one another without the fear of some kind of retribution for something you may not have even realized that you did wrong. That's why I say to you, Aries, there are times you fly off the handle when you get upset. Just let certain things go. Don't take it into account that it's something major in your life. We need to come together as people and prolong our lives. So do accept the fact that talking is a form of communication. And it's important that you get on the same page with anyone you're communicating with so that there's no misunderstandings, there's no mistakes, because people get afraid. You're afraid at times. It's time to let go of any insecurities, anything that's bothering you. Just release and let it go. Don't hold on to animosity and anger and revenge or any of those issues. Life is too short for us to stay down because of personal communicative issues. We have to learn to talk to one another. I gotta get two more cards here for you because I'm seeing how your steps are being ordered. Sincere. Someone close to you is sincere. So that person that you have been communicating with They are sincere. They do care about you. They want to be with you. I know that you haven't committed fully to them, Aries, but the intensity of the relationship is there. You guys check for one another. You guys like one another. And just as you are learning to embrace communication through talking, accepting that nobody's perfect, so therefore people make mistakes, and not be afraid of how vulnerable you can be at times with this person, which you're afraid of because you don't want to fall short. You want to be on the same level. And the good thing about this person, this is somebody that continues to elevate and grow. And you like being with this person. And what they bring to the table is abundance. And they sincerely care about you. Where if you open up, be vulnerable, and hold conversations with them, it will take you to new heights. This is a beautiful thing. It's a new year. People are feeling each other. They clearing out the weeds in their life, and they're embracing what they believe is right for them. And you need to do the same as well, Aries. This person compliments you. So why don't you all embrace the compliments together and rise accordingly? They're sincere. They really care. Arrival. Love may be just around the corner. See? It may be around the corner, down the block, 2 streets left. It's coming, Aries. It's coming. And you've been fighting it because you're so busy. You're growing your business. You're facing new options and opportunities, and you're asking for time so you can continue to build and move forward. But this person is coming full steam ahead. They want serious commitment from you. They love you. They want to be with you, but you're not going to have them sitting on a ledge waiting until you're ready. Have that conversation with them and let them know how you feel. And be sincere as they are being sincere with you. Open your heart to possibilities. And you know what? You're supposed to be seeking balance, right? If you're seeking balance, it can't be work, 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 work. It's got to be broken into categories of what's important to you and what takes top priority. That's the bottom line. And if this person is not taking top priority with you, you need to let them go. Because unless they are convinced that work is just a temporary thing with you giving all of your time, because you say that now, but when you get a hold of that bone and you're going up and down the block with it, you're not playing. You're like a dog with a bone when you have something serious that you have prioritized to achieve. You could spend the whole time and not even eat because you're focused on achieving that goal and then realize, dang, I didn't eat. You're about your business, Aries. You're about your paper. And I say communication again is key. Clear your energy, clear your vibes, and meditate on what it is you're seeking. But look at this scenario. This person is sincere in their feelings for you. They care about you. They're there for you. They're supportive. And you fall off every now and then. You may start in a heated mode, get what you want, and then keep it moving until you're ready for more. But during that process period, are you sharing anything with that person? No, you're not calling, and you're always too busy. Find time for them to communicate. Not find time for them, but find time with them to communicate what it is you're doing, what it is you're seeking, and let them know, listen, I'm here for you. You'll set up some private time. Therefore, you'll have some sort of balance and you don't have to lose your person. Tell them, I can be available. The goal is every week to do this. This is our time. And be there. But if you can't even do that, where you can divide up your time so everybody gets a little piece, you could even get a little extra of something that you're working on, that project, that goal. But if this person is a part of your life and you want them to be consistent in your life, you have to be consistent with how you communicate, consistent with the time you spend with them. As you're seeking balance in your life, put that time to good use and let that person know, listen, I would like to give more time, but right now I'm really strapped because of the work that I'm doing, the project that I'm working, my career change, the opportunities available to me. But once I loosen up and complete this project, I'm going to have time to spend more on this project. And I want you to know I know you matter, and I'm not taking you for granted. We have to be sure of what we're doing and how we communicate with other people, because that's like a lifeline for some folks. They are sincere when they love you, but you've let a lot of relationships go because you're doing things right now. But the universe, your angel card, is telling you basically to take and make sure that there is balance in your life. Balance in your life. Rome was not built in a day, not even a weekend. Make sure that there's balance in your life. That is a big word for you today, Aries. Balance, balance, balance. Seek balance in your life. Because if you don't, you'll gain something here but lose something here. You'll be up and down. You want to fulfill your duties, your requirements with skills. So just remember, love is coming to you. Look how beautiful that card is. Love may be just around the corner. Look how bright. Look at the wings. See how spread out they are? And look at the angel telling you the importance of balance in your life. Balance. Continue to talk. Continue to acknowledge and accept responsibilities for your mistakes, and as well as forgive people that have made mistakes. Remember, forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. When you forgive, you get that tension off your body and you throw it outside the door and lock it there. You throw it in the ocean if you need be, in the sea, so it could swim away and cleanse you of any issues. You don't have to communicate on a higher level with that person anymore. It's up to you. But forgive them and walk away. Tell them we're good. Don't worry, we're good. Make sure. Well, it's been nice. It's been great. Garnet Queen Tarot here, where we are inspired to rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your visit to the channel. Thank you all for coming by and saying hi. I just love when I'm in this positive energy. You are in a great energy right now, Aries. Sometimes you've come in with some serious tension, but today you're more free-spirited. You're about your business today and no distractions. Take care. Talk soon. Always a pleasure, always a privilege. Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. Take care.